We are live. Be doing the magnificent Michigan final round. And let's see. Have to do a little bit of setting up here, but a lot less than we normally do. All right. Let's get started. Let the Sunday morning chaos begin. So, three people have already raced just in the last couple minutes that I was getting everything ready to go. And of course, we're going to have some 750s already. No worries. So the prize boost a statue. I have no idea what that is, but it's there. All right, let's get started. Racing at Michigan. I keep saying I'm going to make notes for all these tracks. I never do, but I'm kind of waiting on a new season if they ever have a new season. But they just keep adding to and not breaking up new seasons. So I don't know. So I guess I could start a new season. Notes on these tracks maybe next weekend. So we'll see. All right. Let's do super glue. I believe that's what we used yesterday, and it worked well. I've been getting ready for this trip and organizing closets and everything else and packing up along the way. And I think I got everything kind of disorganized, trying to organize. All right, let's see. So Phillips is battling black. Our Phillips is catching up with everybody, as we know that he does. All right. Now we can kind of, well, I was going to say we can kind of chill out, but Elliot's going to go annoy us a little bit. And we're ready for that first pit stop. Rivals are getting all in our business here. And let's see. So Phillips will be pitting, the rival Phillips will be pitting us next time around here. There he goes. Now, a lot of racing here in NASCAR Manager this morning. 10 races when you hit the final round. Then I'll be doing my final round from F1 Clash. That's what, 8 races, so 18 races. So let's go ahead and fix his damage there. He'll be in the pits a little longer, but it typically pays off. And Phillips is going to do his pretty much last lap pit stop. go neutral here. So I really want to save as much fuel as I can. Yep, he's going to do his last lap pit stop. I'm going to ignore that right now. We can go fast with him. And there Phillips goes in. And we pick up 75 points. Just like that. All right, and race 2 is Talladega. This is a new rival I've never raced against, so that's refreshing. All right, let's see here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's do some compound here. All right, we can do, well, we'll say we go to neutral, but rivals all on us there. So Phillips will end up eventually deciding he wants to go race. Maybe. Good thing is we have pit stops, and that'll kind of shake everything up a little bit. I don't know what's going on with Phillips. He's just hung back here. Good thing is, since this is final round, no matter how bad we do, we'll get something out of it. I think it's the less stress of all weekends. I'm not worried about any medals or anything, so we just cruise around. Now, if Phillips can get it together here, get past all this bunch, then we'll be good to go. But it seems like he's just going to hang out here and not do much. It's pretty bothersome. And he's going to have to do a lengthy pit stop, so that's not going to help. It's like Talladega almost needs a energy boost or something. I'm just going to get fuel and go. Whatever is going on with Phillips has kind of taken us out of the top 5 unless he can get it together here in the next lap. Which he might. Let's see. And what's going on with him? I don't understand. That's it. We're out of the top 3 at least. Top 5. But not bad. I don't know how he came back around and got P3. That's crazy. All right, Phoenix. Well, we might get matched up. Oh, there we go. Wow, 365. But look at all the flags. So that's why. We working on fastest lap on this one here. All right. There's some energy boost. Let's see if we got fastest lap yesterday to an opening round, so maybe we can get lucky today too. All right, let's go ahead and go neutral. And we'll go ahead and service black. And service Phillips. We're back in P1, P2. Well, we will be here in a minute. A second. There we go. We'll have one more pit stop. Yeah, I really like that energy boost. It's good for these short tracks. And we'll go ahead and pit Phillips now. And we just need to finish up this, and it'll be another 75 points. Here we go. And we're just waiting for the rival to finish here. Left off 225, so we're behind. That's all right. And we're back to Michigan. And another new, I know the team, don't know the driver. Split quality. All right, we're going to go with super glue again. All right, let's go ahead and go back to neutral for at least a second. Guess we're not going to be able to stay in neutral for very long. Let's see. Does that put the block on? I think it does. Yeah. We'll be pitting here in a second. Oh, short pit. Catch up to the lead pack. There we go. And we'll go ahead and see if we can pit here real quick. Didn't quite get it. I tried. All right, let's see here. This will be our last pit of this race. Yes, I know. And we'll go ahead and push. And we just gotta welcome to the stream. Just doing a little final round here for NASCAR manager, of course. I think we're about halfway through. Not quite halfway. All right. Watkins Glen road course. And I got a 904. Too bad we didn't have that other rival had the 386 or whatever for the rest of the races. That'd been nice. All right, so let's see, Watkins Glen. Let's just put on some of that energy. I think I'll have to save up my gems and buy some more of that energy. Oh, it is the, try and drink a cup of coffee there. Get a sip of coffee. At least, let's see, before I say what I'm getting ready to say here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have Logano to deal with. That's nice. And I will be doing final round about 30 minutes for F1 Clash, about 30 minutes after this final round. All right, let's go ahead and push. Are they getting close to needing tires as well? They are. Phillips will probably go back around on how they normally do, but let's see if Phillips goes around. Yep, he does. We're going to go ahead and conserve, as we know he's going to have to pit. And then we'll pit. All right, we're going to go ahead and push on into the pits. Hopefully that'll give us enough of a cushion in there where we're not going to be too far behind coming out of the pits. Yeah, we're all right. Okay. Let's see. Is it Haley that needs to pit now? Yep. That was kind of a delay when it said final lap. We were already over here. So, whatever. All right, 21st. Race 6, California. And what are we going to use on this one? Why don't we try some super glue again? That seems to work pretty well. $921 team score for the rival. Oh, for some reason, getting a little bit of a lag all of a sudden. And Phillips has ran in the back of black. Just trying to stay ahead of the rival here and not get too crazy. Hey, we got this time. All right. And we'll go ahead and pit Phillips next time around. Let's see. Yeah, all these got pit. So we can go ahead and conserve. They're going in the pits. We're come around, meet up with Phillips. And we're going to go ahead and pit one more time. Pit Phillips one more time. Try to extend that gap. Oh, Black's going to go around now. And but he's going to have to pit. I said Black Blaney. All right. Let's go have some fun. Let's go ahead and speed up here a little bit. There goes Blaney, the rival. P1, P2. Final lap. All right, Michigan again. All right, so we're going to stick with what we know. Sure, I'm racing Michigan a lot, but I guess that's what this Magnificent Michigan thing's all about. And it is that time where my coffee's starting to get cold. And we're racing Logano. At least it's not on a road track. And that rival has his own little decked out chassis. That's kind of cool. going to go ahead and pit. Rivals pitting both drivers. That's good. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you're racing today, good luck in the finals. Got a few more races left here in this final, and then we'll be racing F1 Clash, final round. All right, so this should be our last pit stop for this version of Michigan race. All right, looks like it's going to be a pretty tight little race to the end here. We're going to go ahead and conserve on black. We're going to ignore that pit stop because it's the last lap. And we're going to go ahead and push on into the checkered flag. All right, 75 points. All right, race 8, Darlington. This kind of did us in a little bit yesterday, if I remember correctly. So I think we're probably going to use energy on this one. Probably need better overtaking, but we'll see. We'll see if this energy will work this time. All right, we got a couple minutes or a couple seconds. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with that. Some of these newer premium boosts, I don't know anything about. I have to look into them a little bit more. All right, lap 2 already. For a longer track, it does go pretty quick. Unfortunately, I let this guy get ahead of me, so he's going to block me most of the race. Until I dive off into the pits here. Let's see if we get out ahead of him. Of course not. Great. I'm going to hope that they have to pit. And that'll break this block for us. But I guess they're not. But we do get out of the pits ahead of him, thank goodness. So now what we're going to do is just push the whole rest of the way around. I'm just not sure. Okay, never mind. Got it. I couldn't figure out where P1 and P3 were. They were buried in the bots. So that's the way we took care of the rival who kept blocking us. All right, going into race 9 in Richmond. Be using energy boost again. Yeah, I race this guy at least once a weekend. But at least it's on Richmond. Yeah, it's time to go spend some gems on some energy boost. I've got a few more race weekends left though. All right, we're gonna go. And we're off. And we're lap 4. Yep, we're going to be fueling. There we go. Phillips is going to go back around one more time before he pits. That's all right. We're going to go ahead, go back to neutral. Around lap 12, we'll go ahead, pit. 11. Come on, Phillips, get out of the pits. There we go. Well, almost. Now we're there. Go ahead and conserve. A couple laps to go. No need to pit. They make about 3/4 of a lap with no fuel on this track. And there we go. 75 points. Then I believe this is the last race coming up for this weekend. Yep. So we're currently 16th. So we'll probably be up in here somewhere, I would guess. And we're back to Michigan. Great. They could have put Phoenix in there. But this is Michigan, magnificent Michigan, so I get it. All right, so let's go ahead and do what's been working for us. Use that super glue. And we're racing Logano and Phillips. I thought I clicked on Phillips push button, but I didn't. That'll hurt us for a little bit here. Boy, our Phillips loves to ride that wall. go ahead and pit. This is going to work well. Is I going to pit towards the very, very end, last lap or so, and unless they change up their pit strategy. There we go. We're going around them, go into neutral. And we'll be pitting this lap here. Go ahead and push on in. All right, so I think they're probably going to have to, yeah, they'll pit one more time. So we're going to be caught up to them. We're just going to hang back here, let them do their pit next time by. All right, Logano's in pitting. Phillips will pit this next time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel as we finish off this last race. Here in just a second, we will see how we end up for the weekend, or at least at this point in time. All right, we're actually currently 6th. We get fastest lap so far, so that's all right. Let's see, we still got a ton of players to race yet. So we'll see in about 18 hours. So thanks for supporting the channel and watching my video. Like I said, if you're racing, good luck. And we will see you next go around. Have a good one, everybody.